everyone, and welcome to another video. Hi. It's been a while, since my last, actually, I recorded a video and then never uploaded it, but I think I'm going to do that today. So, yeah, we'll see that. Today, actually, speaking of today is May 1st! Yes! It's May 1st. It's my birthday month. Wow. Isn't that just something? Before we actually get into the video, I wanted to talk a little bit just because in my last video I mentioned that I was going to be taking my driver's license test. Yeah, I think I said the exact date too. I haven't even uploaded it yet. I'm probably going to do that today. But a little update. I actually took my driver's license test yesterday. And it did not go well. The minute I pulled out of the parking lot of the DMV, it all went to shit. It was horrible. Anyways, now I gotta wait 14 weeks because I'm a minor. I have to wait 14 weeks in the state that I live in. And so, now ain't that just fun? Ain't that just something? I was so disappointed because I feel like I definitely could have fucking passed that shit. First of all, one of the mistakes wasn't even my fault. I don't want to talk more about that right now. But one of the mistakes wasn't even my fault. And then the instructor, the girl, she was giving me instructions all day. I was like pulling up to the stop sign already, and she was like, turn left. I'm like, be so for real right now. So that kind of threw me off. And then my legs, they were shaking. I was doing the snaky leg on accident. So, yeah, that didn't go so well. But I'll definitely get him next time. I'm actually not that bad of a driver, I promise. It's a little hard to control a car when your legs are shaking. Anyways, let's move on to today's video. It's actually really fitting that today is May 1st. It's the whole reason why I wanted to make this video on May 1st. It's because of a reading challenge that I'm doing this month. It's the first reading challenge I've ever done. It's actually the whole reason why I even started this channel in the first place. It's like, I saw this challenge, I wanted to do it, and like, oh my god, let's make a channel. So, here we are. Of course, no one even watches this shit. But that's okay. That's okay, I'm gonna continue grinding out these videos. So, this is a challenge by Reading with Cindy. I'll probably put the link to that video that she was talking about it in there. Maybe even to the reading challenge. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna put her video about it in the description below. So check that out. It's a really cool reading challenge. So it's called I forgot. I decided I wanted to do this like a few weeks ago when she first announced it. So I gotta figure that out. Okay, so this is the 2024 ASIAN Readathon. Let's go. I'm gonna read what she posted here, because you can actually join the challenge on, what's this called? Storygraph. You can actually join the challenge on Storygraph. It has all the details there, and like stuff like that. So I'm just gonna read this so that maybe you might be interested in it. You can go ahead and join. It's for the whole month of May. And yeah, let's get into this. It says, the ASIAN Readathon is a month-long reading marathon dedicated to reading books by Asian authors. This is an online event that is meant to be easy and accessible for everyone. This year's challenge is loosely themed around the 2023 movie Past Lives, and is meant to be easy, accessible, and open to interpretation. Sorry guys, I know I read, but like I'm really bad at reading out loud. These challenges can be combined if you want to make it even easier. Any books count, including manga, graphic novels, poetry, and audiobooks. The twist! You can combine challenges and read in any order. However, each book you read should feature a character or author of a different Asian ethnicity. This is to encourage cultural diversity. Example. I can read a book by a Japanese author to combine challenges 1, 2, and 3. But if I read a second book by a Japanese author, that would not count for any other challenge. Therefore, I still need to read a book with a different ethnicity to cover challenges number 4 and 5. So basically, you can read one book for like multiple, as long as the next book you read is a different ethnicity. So yeah. I really like this because it has a challenge prompts, and then it allows like people who are doing the challenge to add books that would follow this prompt. So like I could have added, but like I didn't want to. I'm sorry, Cindy. That makes you disappointed in me. But when I first decided, I went through all of these, and I picked like books from the list because like I wasn't really sure. This is my first reading challenge. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to read. But some of these are actually books I did want to read. Like, I would go through, I was like, oh, I actually been meaning to read this one. I'm going to read this for this challenge. So I think, like, 2 of these books are books that I've been wanting to read for a while. I just haven't gotten to it. Actually, I have my list. I wrote down, like, a little list, like, when I first decided I was going to do this. Let me just grab it real quick. Okay, I got my list on this little sticky note. I love writing stuff down. I love making lists. So I wrote down the title, the author, and the ethnicity of the author just to make sure I had diversity, make sure I have different ethnicities on here, as Reader Cindy just suggested. So I know you can read like one book for multiple like different thingies, but I decided I was gonna read one for each, even if the other one like somehow correlates with the other one. So I'm gonna read the prompts, and then I'm going to tell you what book I'm going to read that correlates with that prompt. So let's get into this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. So the first book challenge is read a book written by an Asian author. Which is pretty easy. It's pretty easy for the first one. You can literally read anything. So for this one, I decided to read Convenience Store Woman by... Okay, I'm going to be butchering all of these names, so I'm so sorry. Sayaka Murcia? Sayaka Murcia? And she is Japanese. So, this is one of the books I've been wanting to read for a long time now. I'm going to bring up the Goodreads thing for this, and then I'll probably read it out to you something, or maybe, I don't know. Okay, so on Goodreads, this book has about 4 stars, that's pretty good. Jack in the Books read this one. Actually, I think I did hear him mention in a couple of videos. Sorry. I love Jack. I love him so much. Should I read this out? Yeah, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read out the synopsis on Goodreads. So, the English language debut of one of Japan's most talented contemporary writers, selling over 600... I don't know how to say that word. I don't know how to say that number. 600,500 copies there. I don't know if that made sense, man, but I can't say that. Copies there. Convenience Store Woman is the heartwarming and surprising story of the 36-year-old Tokyo resident Kaiko Furukura. I don't think I said that right. Kaiko has never fit in, neither in her family nor in school, but when at the age of 18, she begins working at the Hiromachi branch of Smile Market. She finds peace and purpose in her life. In the store, unlike anywhere else, she understands the rules of social interaction. Many are laid out line by line in the store's manual, and she does her best to copy the dress, mannerisms, and speech of her colleagues, playing the part of a normal person excellently. Moral is, Kiko is very happy, but the people close to her, from her family to her coworkers, increasingly pressure her to find a husband and to start a proper career, prompting her to take desperate action. A brilliant depiction of a world hidden from view, Convenience Store Woman is an iconic and sharp-eyed look at contemporary work culture and the pressures we all feel to conform, as well as a charming and completely fresh portrait of an unforgettable heroine. Now ain't that just beautiful? I'm so excited. This is actually I'm gonna go in order because I like going in order. So this is the first book I'm gonna read. I'm actually gonna start it today because I barely just finished the last book I was reading, Tales of Gas Station 3, and I was debating whether I should start the fourth one and then start the reading challenge. But I'm just gonna wait until I'm done with the reading challenge. Just go to the fourth book of Tales of the Gas Station. So that series is on hold for now. So I'm gonna start this today. Probably during class, if anything. I hardly ever do my work in class. I just read. But yeah, I'm starting this book today. I'm really excited. Let's see. Jack rated it 4 stars. That's a good thing. Someone rated it 4 stars. 2 stars. Anyways, yeah, this is a book I've been wanting to read for a while. Can't really say much about it because I haven't read it yet. I'll probably be doing a reading vlog of me reading all of these books for this challenge. So, yeah, you'll probably see my reactions to all of these later. Okay, so the next book... Actually, let's go to the next book prompt. So, the second book prompt is read a book that feels timeless. This could be a book that spans across time, an older book that's still relevant today, a book that sets place in a past or future, but the themes are timeless, a reread that you want to read time and time again. So those are all the ideas that you can correlate to your book. The book I am reading is Time is a Mother by Ocean Vuong. Ah! And he is Vietnamese. Oh my god, I love Ocean Vuong. Hold on, one moment. Okay, so I actually have, physically, his other book, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. I read this book and I absolutely loved it. I could not put it down. I think I read this really quickly. The smell. Oh my god. I read this and I was like, oh my god, I need more by this freaking guy. Oh my god, I loved it. And so that's like really what inspired me to read Time is a Mother by him. Let me put this book back. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up on Goodreads and we're gonna read the synopsis of it. Alright, so on Goodreads it has 4 stars and the synopsis says, in this deeply intimate second poetry collection, Ocean Vuong searches for life among the aftershocks of his mother's death, embodying the paradox of sitting within grief while being determined to survive beyond it. Shifting through memory and in concert with the themes of his novel On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, Vuong contends with personal loss, the meaning of family, and the cost of being the product of an American war in America. At once vivid, brave, and propulsive, Vuong's poems circle fragmented lives to live both restoration as well as the epicenter of the break. The author of the critically acclaimed poetry collection Night Sky with Exit Wounds, winner of the 2016 Winning Award, the 2017 T.S. Eliot Prize, and a 2019 MacArthur Fellow. Vuong writes directly to our humanity without losing sight of the current moment. These poems represent a more innovative and daring experimentation with language and form, illuminating how the themes we provincially flavin and question are incredibly inexhaustible, bold and persistent, and a testament to tenderness in the face of violence. Time is a Mother is a return and a forging forth all at once. Ain't that just beautiful? Just so beautiful. Ain't it? That's so... I'm so excited! Oh my god, Time is a Mother. I know it's gonna absolutely blow my socks off. I think I said in here that it was a poetry collection. And I think this year I've only read 1 poetry collection. So, yeah, I think this is definitely stepping out of my comfort zone. I don't read a lot of poetry. I want to, though. I think poetry is beautiful. But I don't know a lot about it. So, I would like to read a little bit more. So this is a really good step towards that. Okay, we're gonna go to the third book. Let me just take a little look-sees. So I'm gonna read the prompts again, and then we'll go over the book that I am gonna read for this prompt. Okay, the third book is Read an Underrated Book. So this could be a book that has lower ratings, a book that not enough people talk about, a book that you haven't heard about, a book that isn't a bestseller, a book by an author that isn't well known, etc. So those are some examples of what you can do. So the book I am reading is The Bruising of Kiwa by Nazim Hayam. I'm so sorry. I cannot say these words. But yeah, I've never heard of this book before. I think this is a newer release, I believe. The author is Persian, so yeah, we got another different Asian ethnicity. And the author, I wrote in my notes, the author is non-binary. They use they, them. Oh my god, same! So yeah, make sure if you're ever talking about this author, use they, them. Okay, I'm gonna get the book synopsis because honestly, I don't really remember the synopsis of this one because I kind of just picked these out a while ago. So yeah, let me check. Okay, so on Goodreads it has 4 stars. Pretty good. It's pretty good. The synopsis says, in this intricate debut fantasy introducing a queer normative Persian inspired war. Okay. I think the queer normative really got to me. I think that's why I picked this out. A non-binary refugee. I don't think I've ever read a non-binary person book yet. Or, sorry, that came out weird. I don't think I've ever read a book that, like, that focuses on a non-binary person yet. I think that's why I picked this, because I'm non-binary, but I've never read a book about a non-binary person. It's like the main person. Oh my god, wait, I'm so excited. I forgot why I picked this. A non-binary refugee practitioner of blood magic discovers a strange disease that causes political rifts in their new homeland. Persian-American author Nazim Hanin has crafted a ripping narrative with a moving, nuanced exploration of immigration, gender, healing, and family. Furusi Jafar is fortunate enough to have immigrated to the free democratic state of Kiwa, fleeing the slaughter of other traditional Sazing blood magic practitioners in their homeland. Despite the status of refugees in their new home, Furis has a good job at a free healing clinic in Kowa, working with Kofi, a kindling new employer, and mentoring Fasting, a troubled orphan refugee with powerful magic. But Frigine and her free had discovered a terrible new disease which leaves mysterious bruises on its victims. The illness is spreading quickly through Kowa, and there are dangerous accusations of impotent performed blood magic. In order to survive, Frigine must break a deadly cycle of prejudice, untangle sociopolitical constraints, and find a fresh start for their blood and found family. Powerful and fascinating, The Bruising of Kowa is the newest arrival in the era of fantasy classics such as Broken Earth Trilogy, The Four Profound Weeds, and Who Fears Death. That was really hard for me to say. I think the hardest part of the challenge is it's going to be a little hard for me to pronounce names. But I'll get through it. I don't think I've read fantasy this whole year. I mean, is Percy Jackson fantasy? Because I read the Percy Jackson series. Does that count as fantasy? I don't know, but I haven't really read fantasy. I've read maybe a few books, probably, but it's been a while. I don't know if Percy Jackson counts, but I'm just gonna say it doesn't count because Percy Jackson, it's like its own category at this point. I'm really excited to read this. This sounds so good. I'm not really interested in fantasy books, but I think I'll like this one. Yeah, I think I like this one. We're gonna move on to the fourth book. So the fourth book prompt is read a debut book. I mean, I guess the last book I saw, it was a debut book, so I could technically use that for my fourth book. But then I came across this other book that I've actually been wanting to read for a while. I came across it and I was like, wow, this would be perfect for this. So I'm going to read that one. Actually, I think earlier I said there was 2 books on here that I really wanted to read. It's actually 3. It's actually 3 books I wanted to read. So for the fourth book, it is If I Had Your Face by Frances Cha, and she is Korean. I've been wanting to read this so badly. I just haven't got into it. Let's pull up the Goodreads of it. It has 4 stars in Goodreads. Damn, all of these have 4 stars. I guess I just picked some really good books. So let's read this. A debut novel set in contemporary Seoul. I don't know if I said that right. Korea, about 4 young women making their way in the world defined by impossibly high standards of beauty. Secret room salons catering to wealthy men, strict social hierarchies, and K-pop fan mania. Even as a girl, I knew the only chance I had was to change my face, even before a fortune teller told me so. Kuyuri is a beautiful woman with a hard-won job at a room salon, an exclusive bar where she entertains businessmen while they drink. Though she prides herself on her cold, clear-eyed approach to life, an impulsive mistake with a client may come to threaten her livelihood. Her roommate, Miho, I think so, is a talented artist who grew up in an orphanage but won a scholarship to study art in New York. Returning to Korea after college, she finds herself in a precarious relationship with the Sorry, it says my battery got low. I have like 5%, so I gotta hurry up. In Korea with college, after finding herself in a precarious relationship with the super wealthy heir to one of Korea's biggest companies, down the hall in their apartment building lives Ara, a hairstylist for whom two preoccupations sustain her. Obsession with a boy band pop star and a best friend who is saving up for an extreme plastic surgery that is commonplace, and Wonang. One floor below is a newlywed trying to get pregnant with a child that she and her husband have no idea how they can afford to raise and educate in that cutthroat economy. Sorry, I just can't read today. Yet unmistakably universal in a way that their tentative friendships made to be their saving grace. Jack read this and Jack rated it 3 stars. So I think I'm gonna like this book, like a lot. So I'm really excited to read it. I kind of have to hurry up because I have like 5% on my tablet and I wanted to record another video after this, so let's get to it. So sorry I couldn't say much about that right now. I kind of have to hurry up. So the last and final book is read a book with a story, character, or world that represents what you would want in your next life. This could be a book with a character with a job you want, a world or country that you want to live in, a romance you want to have, or the personality trait you would want to possess, etc. So for this one, this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. So I'm just gonna Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Shirley. I wasn't really sure what ethnicity this person was. The only thing I could find online was that she lives in Singapore. So I don't know if that's where she's from. I don't really know. I don't know if like she was born somewhere else, but now she lives in Singapore. So that's like the only note I have here. I don't really know what ethnicity she is. If you do know, please let me know. please, pretty please. Anyways, this is a romance book. I haven't read romance in a while, so I'm a little nervous, but let's go to Goodreads. Now, I picked this because I would love to just have someone who cares for me in a romantic way. You know, I really just want a cute relationship, you know. I just want to be with someone who likes me. So that's why I picked this one. I've never heard of this one before. So I'm going to start reading the synopsis. This has 4 stars on Goodreads. So let's go. Heartstopper meets Crazy Rich Asians in this heartfelt, joyful paperback original rom-com that follows an aspiring chef who discovers the recipe for love is more complicated than it seems when he starts fake dating a handsome new customer. Dylan Tang wants to win a mid-autumn festival mooncake making competition for teen chefs, in memory of his mom, and to bring much-needed publicity to his aunt's struggling Chinese takeout in Brooklyn. Enter Theo Sommers, charming, wealthy, and with a smile that makes Dylan's stomach do backflips, aka distraction. Their worlds are sun and moon apart, but Theo keeps showing up. He even convinces Dylan to be his fake date at a family wedding in the Hamptons. In Theo's glittering world of palm, privilege, and crazy rich drama, the romance is supposed to be just pretend. But Dylan finds himself falling for Theo, for real. Then Theo's relatives reveal their true colors. But with the mooncake test looming, Dylan can't risk being sidetracked by rich people problems. Can Dylan save his family business and follow his heart, or will he fail to do both? I mean, so this obviously has the fake dating trope. It even says in the title. I haven't read one of those in a while. I don't remember the last book I read that had a fake dating trope. So that's why I'm a little nervous to read this, because I think I've read a few that I didn't really like. And the fact that it's completely romance, you know, I normally like to read books that have some sort of thing in the forefront and then maybe a subplot of romance. But it's been a while since I've read a full romance book, so I don't know if I'm gonna get bored of it. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I did want to add something on this list that would put me out of my comfort zone, something I wouldn't normally read. But yeah, so those are the books I'm reading for the 2024 Asian Readathon, and I think you should join it if it's time. And if you can't, then always join next year. Anyways, my throat, I'm already tired, and I still have another video to film. Yeah. So I'm just going to end it a little bit early today, and thank you for watching. If you like the video, and subscribe, I guess, if you want to. You don't really have to. This is all just for fun, but it would be cool if I did gain some sort of following eventually. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!